And here we go again. Maybe I should just stay right here. Look at some window background in this one. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am giving you a final pregnancy update. That's crazy to say. Today I am now 36 weeks. I know I feel like I just did one of these updates because I'm clearly very behind with things. I wanted to be on time with this one a little bit. I am now 36 weeks pregnant. I feel like my bump hasn't changed, at least right in this moment. This is where we're at. I am all baby, which I'm very grateful for because I really was, as selfish as it sounds, fearing like gaining a lot of weight and just all that. Kind of have to thank the gestational diabetes at this point, because without that I probably would still be kind of eating like, I still would probably be eating okay, but just not the best, you know what I mean? So in a way, I'm kind of grateful that it happened for me. Baby is bumping. He is a little over 5 pounds from my last ultrasound, which was a couple weeks ago. He might be a little bit bigger now. Other updates to, speaking of my gestational diabetes, I did share with you guys in my favorites the meter that they prescribed me, which I think is a decent meter. If you are diabetic, if you have gestational, if you just want to check your blood sugar, pretty simple and easy to use. I was kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be a little bit more complicated than that. I have been still pricking myself 4 times a day. I've been doing everything that so far that the endocrinologist and my doctor have been telling me to do. I am now, unfortunately, which kind of makes me still a little angry about it, I'm not even gonna lie, I am now also on insulin for myself. That does not go towards the baby because I guess the baby has his own supply of insulin with the placenta, so the insulin is mainly for me, just because my numbers were a little bit up and down, but I knew it was because of what I was eating, because let's be real, I have some fries here and there and I have some bread here and there, so like I knew my blood sugar was gonna kind of go up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but I'm just still a little frustrated about it. I feel like I probably didn't really need to do the insulin because my numbers have been, but anyway, we're just gonna do what they tell me at this point because I don't want to hurt my baby. With the insulin, that it is an injection, so I have to inject myself every single night with insulin. Get pregnant, they said. It would be fun, they said. Now, I know a lot of women have gone through this, like my doctor's gone through it, so like I'm very happy that like she shared her experience with it. It sucks, but it has to be done. I just wish that after everything I've gone through this pregnancy, as you guys know, with cysts and everything else I've been that has been happening, that I just, and switching doctors and the whole 9 yards, I would just have a break for the last 2 months of my pregnancy. Not positive. All this is that I don't have to do it for that long. Baby boy will be here very soon. I'm literally like 29 days until I have him, or a little sooner, depending on either whether he wants to make his arrival or whether I do get induced, which I will get into in a second. Other symptoms I've had, my hands haven't really been swollen or anything, but it's my feet. Like my feet are swollen. Like I can, not to the point where it's like bad, like I could, oh my god, like you know like preeclampsia, we ain't with that. I can feel it. I can see it when I like move my feet a certain way. If I like try to move I can feel the fluid in my feet, especially after I walk for a long period of time, working on my feet for a long period of time. I do have a little bit of swelling in my feet and my ankles. My hands not so much. I'm still able to wear my rings, thankfully. Again, I feel like just with eating good and stuff like that has really been helping that as well with the swelling. Hasn't been too crazy. Everything else has been good. I go for my 36-week appointment on Monday, and I may start doing checks to see if I'm dilated, because I am still having a lot of Braxton-Hicks contractions. A lot, especially when I'm active and when I'm up and when I'm walking, and just sometimes random they'll just hit me, or when I'm getting up and sitting down, or when I have to bend down to get something. And should I be bending down to get something? Probably not. Am I doing it anyways? Well, there's no one else around. Who else is going to do it? Future Sam here. I am now almost 37 weeks pregnant. On Saturday, I will be. Forgot to mention a few symptoms that I didn't realize till after, like, hey, I'm dealing with this. Not only have I still just been having a lot of Braxton-Hicks, but I've also feel like I'm starting to have contractions, and I didn't really know that's what they were. Basically, I've been having kind of period, crampy kind of feeling. My lower back's been hurting a little randomly at times. I guess those are considered contractions after I went to my NST testing today. And the nurse explained to me, yep, that's a contraction. I was like, oh, well, that's fun. They don't last that long and they happen every so often to the level of my Braxton Hicks, right, Gooby? That's right. That's right. Also, I wanted to mention that I've been having crazy Charlie horses. Ladies, if you know, you know. Oh my God. I had one last week that during the night, I could not move my leg. I started crying. It was the worst thing ever. So those are definitely a thing. Don't believe people when they're like, oh, it's only certain. No. It may happen and it may be traumatizing, and I cried. It hurt so bad. I've never experienced anything to that level of a Charlie horse in my life. Has really changed. I've also just had like lower back pain. I can still feel my son in my down region quite a bit. I've been joking, and I think I may have said this in another. I have joked and said that my son might just come right through my everything, because even the water and everything, because he's literally right there. Sometimes getting up and getting around has been really, really hard, depending if I've been sitting for a long period of time. Getting up a million times a night to pee here and there. Insomnia has been hitting me too. There's some other things that I totally like spaced on. I don't know why I didn't say it, but I didn't. And also, here's a goober, because she's so desperate to be seen right now. If I remember anything else, I will just come back in here again. We are just waiting at this point. And as far as my possible induction goes, it also apparently depends on my gestational diabetes. If my numbers tend to get really high or whatever, because fun fact, I guess at 37 weeks pregnant, you could become even more insulin resistant. Fun. So here's to hoping that does not happen to me. I would like to wait a little bit more. I'm ready for him to come out, but I'm also like not ready for him to come out, if that makes sense. I have very mixed emotions about birth, and obviously very excited to see my son and to have him here with us, but I'm terrified. Right, Gooby? Your brother. Scared. At least I didn't have to push you out. I feel like I kind of talked to you guys a lot more in my last update about my husband and I's plans for our son and what we plan on as far as like daycare and parenting and all that. So I feel like I kind of, I don't know, explained a lot of that already. So I feel like this update's just kind of like, meh. I know nothing else as of this moment. My doctor did talk to me about being induced. I have been kind of against that from the beginning. So any moms out there that have been induced, please share your positive experiences down below in case that happens to me. They have said that 39 weeks is the ideal time where it's good to induce baby without baby being in there too long, because apparently it is dangerous if your baby is inside you over 40 weeks, which I'm not planning on doing that. And also for my doctor to be able to be there for my birth, which is what I want. I don't want some random doctor, especially like up my area, like, hello, like, let's get the baby out. Like, no, I will just send me home. I will just do it right at home myself. I will be in the comfort of my home. If that does happen, then it is what it is. It's not my number one choice. As I'm sitting here, I'm getting lightning. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about pretty often. No, he's very low. He's been low for a few weeks now, but I'm convinced this boy, especially, oh gosh, there it is. There's lightning. Ew, I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm convinced that this boy loves to just sit on my cervix, just to rest there, especially when I'm walking, and it makes walking really difficult for me. So that's why I am kind of speculating that I'm probably like a centimeter at least dilated, or maybe 2 centimeters. I don't know. I feel like I'm only, if anything, I'm going to be a little bit dilated because he's just sitting there. He's literally there. He's not on my bladder as much anymore. He's just on my cervix. He's chilling. He's just there. And when I'm walking for a long period of time. Speaking of walking, I've been going on walks once a week or twice a week, whatever. Sometimes I do have dinners that do have some carbs to it. So fun fact, if you have gestational diabetes, it is really good to drink a lot of water and to be as active as you can in your pregnancy. So anytime I do treat myself and end up getting something I should not, or I end up eating the fries, which last night I regretted eating those fries right after I ate them because I knew I was gonna have to go on a long walk, which I did, especially walking after a long period of time. The pain is there, the pressure is there, the pelvic pain, all of it is there. All for good reasons, obviously. All for good reasons, but obviously it is all for baby boy. Make sure he's healthy. He is doing great. He is growing the way he's supposed to. I also, as part of gestational diabetes, now have to go for NST tests, which are non-stress tests, to make sure that the baby's okay now twice a week. So they're not that exciting, but it is nice for me to hear his heartbeat and know that he's moving around and he's okay. And as soon as they put the monitor on him, my belly is just going like this, like he is active and ready to come out. And I'm like, oh, my baby. This also may seem weird, but I do talk to him a lot and hold on to him a lot, and I know he hears me and he hears David and grandma and whoever else that's around. And especially at work, I feel like he is not a huge fan of all the noises that go on at work, because as again, my subbies know, and I keep repeating it, so I apologize. I am a paraprofessional now. I work in the classroom with children that have autism and disabilities and all that kind of stuff. And they do, have like their things, their stims, their quirks, like things that like, they're screaming. There's a whole bunch of sounds going on. And I don't think that this boy likes that at all, because he is just, for the most part, just as quiet as a mouse. Or maybe it doesn't bother him. Maybe he's just chilling. I don't know. But sometimes there'll be a loud noise and he'll jump in my belly. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm so sorry for all this noise. For the most part, I don't think he's a big fan of a lot of noise. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking that he's just not into it, and in reality, he's just chilling. I don't know. Obviously, he moves around a lot, quite a bit on his terms. Like right now, I think he's resting. He may kick me. You never know. I think he's sleeping and then he just kicks me, so I don't know. He gets hiccups a lot after I eat foods, which I think is kind of funny. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be fruit. It could be like, dinner. It could be whatever. And he'll just start like hiccuping, and it's the cutest thing, but also I feel bad. Like, I'm sorry. I've also been trying to drink a lot of water. Like this, for example, this is my cup of water from Dunkin'. I try to drink maybe like 2 to 3 Stanley Cup jugs, like 40-ounce jugs a day-ish. Sometimes it doesn't happen that way, just so he's getting, hydration, and so am I, not just for my blood sugar, but just also so I'm hydrated and not lightheaded or anything like that. I don't know if I have any other updates. I think right now I'm starting to get in a nesting mode, but I'm also more so in a laying down mode where I just want to lay down and not do a thing. But also I'm very stubborn and I want to try my best to get as much done as possible before he comes. Flashing is just, it's very hard for me. Like I always have the intention while I'm still at work that I'm going to get things done when I get home. That doesn't always happen. Usually I go straight to my room, straight to the bed, and just lay down with my pregnancy pillow for like an hour or two, because I just need to not only decompress, but I just need to rest for a little bit, which I think is reasonable considering. And every pregnant woman should be able to do that at some point in the day. I'm just at that mode where like I'm trying to nest, but I'm also trying to rest. Trying to nest, but I'm trying to rest all at the same time. I think for the most part, just as part of the nesting aspect right now, is that I want to still be able to go out and go do things and go to the store and go like get my teas if I want them or whatever. And I just don't have the strength. Like on Saturdays or Sundays and whenever my husband and I go do our errands, I literally have just about enough energy to get through that shopping trip, or maybe halfway through it, and then I'm done. I literally had to go out to the car today because my back and everything was just killing me. So yes, walking is good for you when you're pregnant, but don't overdo it. And I think I tend to overdo it a little bit just because I'm stubborn and I want to be there. And I don't not that I don't completely trust my husband with like grocery shopping or like getting stuff for the baby, but like I want to be able to see too. Like I want to see what you're looking at. Because if you come out with something that I did not want or wasn't in my brain, yeah, you get it. Ladies, gentlemen, hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. As you guys can see from the background, we are still quite in the nesting process, but we did today just get his crib mattress right here and his changing pad right here. It is still quite the mess in here at the moment with clothes. We're sorting his clothes by age. I have to finish my hospital bag because I want to film that video. So maybe tomorrow that'll be an activity because it's going to be raining. A lot of clothes, a lot of things. I think I'm ready for the most part. Maybe not. Still waiting on my pump to come in the mail. It's getting down to the wire, and I'm starting to get some anxiety because it's like, oh my gosh, like I'm having a whole human being, like I'm having a whole child, like oh my gosh. But at the same time, I am so excited because all my life there's nothing more than I wanted to be than a wife and a mom, and especially be a mom. It's just crazy that I'm having a baby. Like it still hasn't, like it's hit me obviously, but it's crazy. It probably will not hit me until I'm in labor or until he's here that like, wow, oh my gosh, I have to take care of you and you're gonna be a tiny little bean. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. A bean created out of love. A little baby bean. I think that's it for everything. I mostly just have to finish nesting here a little bit with my husband and finish my hospital bag and baby boy's diaper bag, because I want to put possibly some, I'm gonna end up taking like a closet of clothes to this damn hospital and not using like 95% of it, because I'm just like paranoid he's not gonna fit newborn, or he's not gonna fit in the 0 to 3. Oh my God. I don't know why I'm so paranoid. I'm just I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row and make sure we have everything, and especially my pump too, and bottles, and I'm just a little freaked out about that part. But I'm also very excited, obviously, for him to be here. And not only that, but my last work day of the school year is on the 12th, and then I have a week and a half off, so I get to rest. I'm so happy and grateful for that time to rest before I have to go back to work for summer school, which, if you guys have been following me, know that I did not want to work summer school. I thought I was going to be out July 1st. I don't know when I'm going to be out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys have been enjoying these updates. I know some are like more interesting than others. Yeah, we are getting down to the wire now. And if you guys still want me to do these like postpartum, whatever, let me know down below. I feel like I might do one part postpartum, like once again I have all my ducks in a row. I don't know why I keep saying that, but it just sounds fun to say. Then I will definitely do that. I love you guys so much. Hope you have an awesome day. Subscribe if you want to see more of me. Like this video if you enjoyed. Turn on bell post notification when I post a new video. Now I am gonna go lay down and watch something and rest, because I am dead right now. You can't see it on my face, but I am dead right now. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.